as you're inevitably getting fed information about the Sony XM6 headphones that just came out. I want to make the case for a good knock-around pair of headphones. Your daily drivers, what'll probably be your yearly drivers. You probably already have these headphones. I have had these headphones since 2019. These are the Sony 700Ns, and I love these. I've tried to replace them. I've tried to use the Sony XM5s that have been around for a long time, and there's just nothing to replace these. I have burned these in. I love the sound that they produce. It's probably not even the best sound that I could possibly get. However, I think it's important to be said that the best pair of headphones that you have are the ones that you have. I am somebody that really has always prided himself on his headphones, and I'm not like a major audiophile. I don't put thousands of dollars down on headphones. But when I have a pair that I love, that's the pair that I love. It's the pair that I stick with. I'm not looking to trade them out. I'm not looking to buy a new pair. When that happens, typically that's the consumer in me and the part of me that just wants a little rush to buy something new. Right now, the headphones that I listen to for quality are actually a pair of Hi-Fi Man Arias. Those are headphones that require a headphone amplifier. They require a connection. I'm not using those at the gym. Another pair that I use are the Philips 9500s. I've had those for probably close to 10 years now. I use them for gaming. I use them to listen to music. But when it comes to Bluetooth headphones, I'm not looking for something that's going to give me the best experience all around. I'm looking for something that I'm going to enjoy my music, absolutely. But I understand that there's a lot of pitfalls when it comes to Bluetooth, and I'm just not going to get the audio quality I desire anyways. I purchased these headphones basically out of necessity. I was going on a trip with my wife. I wanted something from a brand that I've always had a good experience with, and that's Sony. So I just bought these. And these weren't even the XM2s or whatever was available at the time. These were the cheaper option. And it wasn't the cheapest option. However, it was the mid option for me, which these were $200 when I bought them. And that's always something that served me well. Don't buy the cheapest. Don't buy the most expensive. Buy somewhere in the middle. Because I've always found that I've been a little bit happier with that. I had the XM5s. I couldn't get into them. And it probably has to do with the fact that I couldn't burn them in properly. It probably has to do with the fact that I'm just used to this sound. Again, this is not the best sound. There are people that are going to tell me the XM5s, the XM4s, the XM6s have a better sound. You're probably right. But I'm used to this sound. This is what my ears are used to. And the point is not for you to go hunt these down. If you're into that sort of thing, I don't know why I would influence you to do that. Again, these were a mid-tier option 6 years ago. What I am trying to influence you to do is not feel like you have to be in the midst of buying a new pair of headphones. There's a lot of people who are tired of their AirPods. There's a lot of people who are tired of their XM5s. Maybe they've been sitting on some XM4s for a while. But I'm telling you, if they work, they work. Keep them. I can listen to these at the gym. I'm fine with the sound. Hip-hop, rock, jazz, whatever it is. I would take these walking my dogs. The sound canceling on these is fine. I'm not like sitting on airplanes. I'm not like on trains or something noisy. Like, this is fine. Over the course of the last 3 years, we've had our children, and this blocks out the sound of our babies by 80% when they're crying hysterically and you just need a peace of mind to rock them to sleep, a soft song in your ears. This helps. This is all I've ever needed. And I've watched movies on these as I've rocked them to sleep. These are convenient. These are what I have. Now, to be more convenient, I've went out and bought the Sony XM5 earbuds. Those I use. I use those when I'm going to work. I can use those on a jog. Those are the more convenient option than me going out and buying a new pair of headphones. Again, the sound on those earbuds are fine for me. I'm not feeling like I need to go out and buy, a new pair just because they're out. And this is the message in that you can really enjoy your headphones for a long, long time. I charge these like maybe every 4 to 6 months. I'm not using them daily. I'll be honest with you. I'm not using them daily. However, I am using them at least 3 times a week, for at least an hour each. I don't know what it is about this battery, but it is magic. I'm sure if I use them, there's people that use their headphones from sunrise to sundown. I get it. You're going to need to charge your battery at the end of the day. That's not me. But for somebody who isn't using their headphones 12 hours, 16 hours, 18 hours a day, these are fine. And the only inconvenience of these is that you're really not sure when they're going to die because they work so well. So when it comes time to charge them, you're actually a little surprised. You're like, holy crap, I actually have to go charge my headphones because they're completely dead. I'm not even sure where these are in terms of battery life right now. I guess they're on medium. Can't even remember the last time I charged them. Again, something to love about these headphones. They're comfortable. I have a large head. I have big ears, so they work for me. Perhaps you already have something that you really enjoy. Not this headphone in particular, but the headphone that you love. If these almost did die, there was a connection issue of some sort. The right can was not like functioning properly. And, I gave it a little shake and it worked. Initially these weren't charging. I thought, okay, this must be it. It's been 6 years. I've used these regularly. And maybe it's time to go buy the XM5s for real now. I kept messing with them. I watched a few videos. I didn't even really change the battery. They just started working on their own again. And they work. I understand a lot of electronics are not like that. But when you have this attachment to something, especially for me with headphones, I have a hard time getting rid of them. I remember my first pair of Sony headphones. I'm not even sure of the model number, but you've seen them before. Used to use them with my Creative Labs Zen Nomad MP3 player. I love them. I didn't care if they had the best sound. I was in high school. The best sound is what I had money for. And that was a $20 pair of headphones. I was sad when they were done because to me, I did go out and buy another pair, but they just weren't the same, right? The burn-in wasn't there. Those life experiences that I had with that pair of headphones wasn't there. And your headphones, your earbuds are a part of you, right? These are a part of me. They've been a part of major events in my life. I've traveled places with them. I've used them while I've rocked my kids to sleep, as I said. I handle nightly tasks with them, just to listen to something in the background, good music, and enjoying it. I could tell you the features on here. They're very basic features you would expect. Noise canceling. There is a 3.5 millimeter jack on them. Ear pads are alright. They're pretty soft. They feel like a good pleather. I think that's what they are, right? Haven't had much cracking, and I use these quite a bit. It's safe to say I've used these for 1,000 hours now. No issues. And I hope by making this video, I'm not going to jinx myself. Don't feel like you have to go buy the XM6s. Enjoy what you have. Maybe you're like me. Maybe you've experienced life with your headphones. Maybe you feel like you need to go buy them. And you know what? Maybe you deserve them. I bought the Sony earbuds because we were, my son was about a year old. My wife and I were day in, day out taking care of him. I was going to work. Parenthood. I felt like I deserved a little treat. So I bought them for myself. I don't really need those. I didn't buy them because they were trendy. I didn't buy them because they look cool. They do look cool. I think they look really cool. I've never experienced the sound as something that small and wireless before. And they're fine for what they are. But it wasn't a make or break situation. And hopefully the XM6s are not a make or break situation. You could type in XM6, Sony XM6 on YouTube right now, and you're going to find a bevy of videos. And I hope that you're not influenced to buying something that you don't necessarily want. If you need them, hey, more power to you. Enjoy them. Have fun with them. Maybe those will become your daily drivers in the next, 6 to 10 years. But if that's your headphone, make it your headphone. Enjoy them. I'm here to de-influence you. So if you made it this far, thank you very much for watching. Let me know what headphones you use. This is a conversation about having fun with headphones. It's not a conversation about buy the ones I have. These are the ones I have. These are the ones I enjoy. Let me know what you enjoy. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye.